Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing my updated smoke and carbon monoxide alarm collection. So here it is. It ranges to the newest to the oldest. So yeah, it ranges to the 2020s, the 2010s, and the 2000s. So let's first start off with this one here. So first, I'm going to starting off with this alarm here. It's a First Alert SMCO 500V. This is a photoelectric. It was made in December. Let me go ahead and take this off the bracket so you can see. Here's the back. It was made in 2023, December 10. Let me go ahead and zoom in. See here? 2023, December 19, I mean. Let me go ahead and put it back in its bracket. And this is the only smoke alarm I have that comes with a voice. So yeah, there are different versions of this. There's a SA511. It's similar with that hexagon looking shape, but the difference here is the logo is printed or black. And the older ones will have the old logo and it will say one link on here. And there's also a Z combo version of this alarm. There's also a Z-Wave variant of this alarm. There's also a round one with a different voice. And there's a SA710BV. And there's a SA520. It's similar to that alarm, the SA511, but it has a piezo instead of a speaker. So yeah. So that's a fun fact about these alarms. Next, I have this MasterGuard MG40FT heat bell. It's not a smoke alarm, but I'll just throw it in here because why not? But it's still a precursor of a smoke alarm. It was made since the 1950s or 1960s. How it works is when there's a fire, that element here, right there where the disc is at, it causes the disc to fall off and set off the bell. And to reset it, you put the disc back on and line it up with that wind up mechanism on the back, which is actually the clockwork mechanism. And that wind up knob rotates, the clockwork knob. When the bell goes off, it automatically rotates or spins. So to reset it, you just put the disc back on, wind it up, and yeah. Next, I have this First Alert SC9120B. It's similar to the 9120B right here, but it's more newer and it has the black logo. This one does not. This one has the white logo. And it has the new logo while the 9120B has the old logo. And it was made in a different manufacture date. And the 9120B is a smoke-only variant, while this one here is a smoke and carbon monoxide alarm variant. It was manufactured in July 3rd of 2023. So yeah. And this is ionization. This one's photoelectric. This one is not photoelectric nor ionization. It's just a heat bell. So yeah. And yeah. So it was manufactured in July 3rd, 2023, and it's ionization. Let's move on to the next one. Next I have this First Alert P1210. It's a lithium sealed smoke alarm, and it's photoelectric, and it was made since 2023. Let me go ahead and check the back of it. Alright, it was made in June 23rd, 2023. Let me go ahead and put it back in its bracket. And also, this right here is a photoelectric. So, yeah. So let's move on to the next one. Next, I have this generic smoke and carbon monoxide alarm. I don't see a name. I don't see a name brand of this. It's just generic. We've got this at the flea market since 2023. There's no manufacturer date on this. It's just a generic one that you find from like AliExpress. Yeah, it's one of those generic ones from China. It's one of those ones that you find from like, I believe AliExpress or Temu or Alibaba or somewhere. And yeah. And this one does not have a manufacturer date, which is kind of odd. Next, I have this First Alert GCO1. It's an explosive gas and carbon monoxide alarm. And how it works is it detects explosive gas from like propane or methane or something like that. And it also detects carbon monoxide. So yeah, it was manufactured in October of 2020. And this one does not have a manufacture date. This one's made in 2023. This one's made in 2023. This one's made since the 1950s or 60s. And that one's made in 2023. Alright, now we're moving on to the alarms made from the 2010s. So, next I have this Kidda I-9010. It's a lithium sealed smoke alarm. These two right there are lithium sealed, but the difference here is this one's ionization and this one's photoelectric. And it was manufactured in June 26, 2018. So yeah. Next I have this Kidda I-9040. Here's the back of it. Here's the battery flag. It was made in May 10th of 2018. This is actually a micro profile smoke alarm. And fun fact, there's also an older one, which is the 0914. And the early 0914s have a rhombus grill, also known as the diamond grill, which is usually the older ones have that. So yeah, that's a fun fact. And this one's ionization. Next I have this First Alert GCO1. It's similar to the one right there, this one here. But the difference here, it has the old logo instead of the new logo. And it's made earlier. So this one's made in, I believe, 2017. Let me go ahead and check the back of it. Here's the back of it. And it was made in February 20th, 2017. So, yeah. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, next I have this Kidda KNCOPP3. It was made in October 30th, 2017. And this one right here was made earlier. So yeah, so February. And yeah. So this one's made later, so October. Let's move on to the next one. Next, I have this Kidda battery-operated carbon monoxide alarm. It was made somewhere in 2016 of January 26th. Let me go and check the back of it. Alright, so here it is. It was made in January 26, 2016. It is a KNCOPPB LPM. So let's move on to the next one. Alright, next I have this Kidda I-9030. And it was made in it was made in December 2015. There we go. So here's the back of it. Yep, here's the back of it. Ionization smoke alarm, model I-9030. It was made in December 8 of 2015. And that one's ionization. Let's move on to the next one. Next, I have this First Alert 9120B. It's similar to this one here, but this one's made 10 years earlier. So this was made in January of 2013. This is actually a smoke-only variant of the SC9120B. So yeah, so that's all the alarms from the 2010s. Now we're moving up to 2000s. Alright. So next I have this Family Guard FG200, also known as the FG $2. Here's the back of it. It was made in May 6, 2008. Model number FG200. And this one's ionization. And by the way, it's don't know why, but it's all yellowed and beaten up. It's probably because it's been its years or something like that. I don't know why. It's been beaten up. But yeah, it's an FG200. It was made in 2008. Alright. Next, I have this Kidda KNCOB DPH. So here's the back of it. It was made in March 14th, 2007. So yeah. There's also a battery-operated version of this, or the battery backup version of this. It's actually a KNCOB LCBA. It's similar to this one here, but it has the battery compartment for battery backup. But this one here is an AC power only variant, so it does not have that because it says unit will not operate during a power failure. So this thing does not have a battery backup. Okay, now we're moving on to the last one, which is the First Alert SA88B. This is actually the smiley face cover design smoke alarm. So here it is. There's also one with the escape light, which is the SA150B. It is known as the clown nose smoke alarm because the escape light looks like a clown nose. So yeah. Here's the back. It was manufactured in 2002 of April 18th. And also this is the only vintage smoke alarm I have, which is made in the early 2000s. So yeah. And this is my updated smoke and carbon monoxide alarm collection, and that's it.